Most cruise passengers swear they'll never do an inside cabin. No windows, no private ocean breeze, no sunrise from bed. Why bother, right? Here's the twist. After a pile of sailings and a mountain of saved cash, I keep choosing interiors on purpose. Not because I like roughing it, but because the trip itself gets better. More experiences, more sleep, more freedom, less FOMO math. Today I'm laying it all out. The psychology, the savings, the sleep, the silence, the hacks, and the handful of times a balcony really is worth every penny. By the end, you'll know exactly why I can look a balcony in the eye and say, I'll pass. Number 1. Extreme savings that turn into actual experiences. A balcony looks glamorous on the invoice, until you compare what you could do with the price gap. The difference between an interior and a balcony regularly covers multiple premium excursions, a proper spa day, specialty dining, a photo package, and still leaves wiggle room for souvenirs. That's not cutting corners. That's upgrading the trip instead of the square footage. Smart move, track fares, set price alerts, and lock in interior deals early. Those dollars don't vanish. They become sunrise catamaran sails, a chef's table, or the shuttle to that hard-to-reach beach nobody else found. I'd rather come home with memories than square meters I barely used. Number 2. Guilt-free freedom from the must-use my balcony mindset. The invisible tax of a pricier room is the pressure to justify it. Pay extra and suddenly every plan competes with we should sit on the balcony to get our money's worth. Quietly, plans shrink. With an interior, the guilt evaporates. You eat where the food is best. You watch sail away from the wake bar if it's buzzing. You wander the promenade at midnight because the music is perfect. Attention goes back to the ship and the destination, not the room meter ticking in your head. That freedom, once you feel it, is tough to give up. Number 3. Blackout sleep. You can't buy any other way. Inside cabins are basically built-in sleep therapy. No dawn slicing through curtains. No flash of pool lights. No glinting waves flickering on the ceiling. Just pure, consistent darkness whenever you want it. Big excursion tomorrow? Sleep like it's midnight at noon. Late show tonight? Sleep through sunrise without a single ray nagging your eyelids. Quality sleep changes everything. Your patience grows, your energy lasts, your appetite is real, and your feet forgive you. A quiet, pitch-black cave is the one perk interiors do better than any other cabin type. Full stop. Number 4. Quieter by design. If you pick the right spot, counterintuitive but true, a well-chosen interior can be the hush-hush haven of the whole ship. Look for a midship zone sandwiched between passenger decks, cabins above and below, no public venues on either side, and away from elevators and service doors. Without a balcony door whistling in high winds or party conversations drifting from next door, you'll often hear nothing. Meanwhile, scenic window or atrium-facing rooms can be noise magnets, live music below, foot traffic above, clinking glasses always. Interiors give you control. Choose wisely and you get silence as a built-in feature. Number 5. Smart design that punches way above its size. Modern interiors aren't broom closets. They're tiny triumphs of engineering. Bed frames swallow full-size suitcases. Vertical closets go higher than you think. Nooks and shelves hide in plain sight. Lighting is directional and forgiving. Once you unpack and slide luggage under the bed, the room opens up, and because you're not paying for unused lounging space, you'll use ship spaces the way designers intended. Quiet libraries, windowed lounges, tucked-away hot tubs, shaded promenade chairs. It's like living in a boutique city. Sleep small, live large. Number 6. No weather anxiety tax. Balconies are magic until the sea gets frisky. Wind, salt spray, soot from the stack depending on the ship and the breeze, all of it can make your private perch a sometime spot. An interior stays the same no matter what the sky does. On bad weather days, you're already in the mindset to roam glass-enclosed lounges, indoor promenades, solarium pools, panoramic nooks. You don't spend a second fretting that we're not using the balcony. Your vacation plans become weatherproof. Number 7. Virtual views and clever light. The not-so-secret cheat. Some ships fit interior cabins with virtual balconies or digital windows. Live camera feeds framed like a window with gentle lighting cues. It's not the same as breathing ocean air, but it does scratch the psychological itch for openness, especially if true darkness feels too cave-like to you. The cost? Usually closer to interior rates than ocean view. You keep the sleep benefit and gain a visual connection to what's outside. Best of both worlds on tech-forward ships. Number 8. Safety plunge privacy with zero performance. Balconies mean curtains, neighbors and behavior you don't think about until you have to. In port, your private outdoor space can be eye level with another ship. At sea, salty wind sweeps anything not anchored down. With an interior, door closed, lights as you like, total privacy. No scanning who's on the balcony next door, no did I lock the slider before dinner. It's cozy, it's simple, and it's immune to the little frictions that nibble at your mental bandwidth. Number 9. Motion comfort. Many people don't expect. If motion worries you, midship on a lower to middle deck is your best friend. That happens to be where tons of interior cabins live. Balconies higher up can amplify the sensation of pitch and roll. Mid-level interiors ride the ship's sweet spot. Pair that with your perfect dark sleeping cave, and even choppier nights become "oh, we slept through it" mornings. Number 10. More cruises instead of bigger rooms. Here's the real math. Choosing interiors a couple of times often equals an extra cruise or a longer itinerary. The same year. That's not hypothetical. If a balcony premium totals what a 5-night interior cost shoulder season, you're looking at a bonus sailing just by picking a smaller room twice. Multiply by a few years and your memory bank is massive while your budget stays sane. It's the compound interest of travel. Pay less for floor space, collect more sunrises. Number 11. You'll actually see more of the ship and the sea. Balcony lovers swear they'll watch every sail away, catch every sunrise, sip every sunset. And sometimes they do. More often they don't. Because life happens. Naps, showers, dinners, shows. Interiors nudge you outward. You catch sail away from the top deck with a band playing. Watch the bow cut through slate blue water from a forward lounge. Discover a secluded wake bar where the horizon goes on forever. You don't lose views. You collect a greater variety of them. And the vibe that comes with each. Number 12. Zero balcony neighbor drama. No cigarette smoke drift. No 1 a.m. whisper that isn't a whisper. No chair scraping. No did they just try to peer around the divider? With interiors, your only neighbor noise is the corridor. And with a good location, even that melts away. Less microdrama means more macro relaxation. Number 13. The use the ship mindset that multiplies your fun. An interior reverses the priority stack. Instead of room ship, it becomes ship room. Suddenly you're at the pool games you used to say you'd try tomorrow. The lecture that sounded niche but turns out fascinating. The impromptu jazz set that wasn't on your radar. The ship becomes your lounge. The cabin becomes your retreat. Ironically, that's exactly how the designers hope you'll use it, and the reason the public spaces feel so polished. Number 14. A few balcony myths. Bustas. Balconies always have better air. Not if the wind's wrong. I'll read out there every day. Sometimes, until the chair cushions are wet, the sun angle is brutal, or the port neighbors are staring. It's really the only way to see the sea. Walk any deck with a railing and prove that one wrong in 5 minutes. If you love private outdoor space, fantastic, own it. But don't pay for a promise your schedule, and the weather may not keep. Number 15. When a balcony is worth every penny. Fair is fair. Some itineraries are balcony catnip. Scenic cruising, Norwegian fjords, Alaska's Inside Passage, long stretches of coastline, Iceland, parts of the Med, shoulder season crossings with endless horizon and wildlife. Those are balcony moments. If you're the type who journals at sunrise, sketches shorelines, hunts for spouts and dorsal fins, or needs a truly private coffee ritual, a balcony isn't a luxury. It's your living room with a live documentary outside. I book them for those routes. Happily. Number 16. The reality check that saves you from buyer's remorse. Ask 2 questions before paying the premium. Will I realistically spend 2+ waking hours a day on the balcony? Not hope's history. What specific experiences will I skip if I divert that money to square footage? If the answer is none and the view will feed your soul, go for it. If the answer is a whale-watching boat, a thermal suite pass, and a food tour, interior wins by technical knockout. Number 17. How to make an inside cabin feel bigger than it is. Unpack immediately. Luggage under the bed. Surfaces clear. Own the corners. One corner becomes the charging bay. Another is the daybag zone. Go vertical. Use every shelf. Ask for extra hangers. Bring 2 flat folds just in case. Tidy once daily. 2 minutes after dinner keeps entropy from taking the room hostage. Light like a pro. All ceiling lights, harsh. Mix lamps and indirect for warmth and perceived space. Bring a fabric freshener. 2 spritzes and the room resets after beach day. Number 18. Steal the best balcony moments for free. Sail away from a high aft corner, where the wake trails like a comet, often uncrowded. Sunrise from a forward observation lounge with floor-to-ceiling glass and nobody talking. Blue hour coffee from a quiet promenade chair under a lifeboat canopy. Stargazing from the darkest outer deck. Look up from the bow. The Milky Way can be wild at sea. Private feel in a tucked-away hot tub at dinner hour, while most guests are at the MDR. Number 19. The Dark Cave Fix. If you fear feeling boxed in. If darkness makes you edgy, crack this combo. A small, warm white nightlight, a mini travel diffuser with subtle citrus or sea salt scent, and a calming playlist, headphones if needed. In seconds, the room reads cozy, not enclosed. If your ship offers the virtual window interiors, take them. Your brain relaxes when it sees motion and light cues, even on a screen. Number 20. The Upgrade Trap, and how to dodge it. The only thing more expensive than a balcony is a balcony you didn't plan on. Upgrade emails are designed to hit you when you're picturing sunsets, not spreadsheets. If spontaneity is your kryptonite, set a rule before you book. No cabin upgrades after final payment. Or if you like controlled risk, set a hard ceiling. I'll bid up to X, and if I lose, I'll celebrate my perfect dark sleep instead. Boundaries keep the budget fun, not fuzzy. Number 21. Couple dynamics. Honest talk beats square footage. If one of you craves private outdoor coffee and the other lives for ship buzz, compromise like a strategist. Interior plus one specialty breakfast at a window table, or interior plus a week-long thermal suite pass with a quiet relaxation room and water views. You'll spend less than the balcony premium and both get the vibe you want. Number 22. The verdict that keeps surprising people. I don't settle for interiors. I choose them because they unlock the things I actually remember. The late-night jazz, the last-minute shore detour, the perfect sleep before a long tour, the extra sailing I squeezed into the year. Balconies are lovely when the itinerary demands it and my plan uses it. The rest of the time, an interior is the smartest value in cruising. Quiet when I need it, dark when I want it, and generous where it counts. In experiences, not square footage. So here's the truth. I wish someone had told me sooner. A great cruise isn't measured in square feet. It's measured in days you lived fully. If an interior puts 2 extra days, or even a whole extra trip on your calendar this year, that's not a downgrade. That's an upgrade to your life. If you're team balcony forever, I get it. Some sailings are made for it. But if you've never tried an interior, run the numbers, check your habits, and give yourself permission to love the cabin that loves your budget back. Sleep deep, spend smart, see more. Now I'm curious, what's your real average time awake in your cabin on a port-heavy cruise? If you've done both, which gave you the better overall week? Drop your take below. And if this helped you rethink the room versus trip equation, stick around. I've got more high-impact cruise strategies coming that the brochures never mention. Here's to spending less on walls and more on the world.